Alright guys, welcome. In today's video we'll be drawing Anne in her Calamity form, so let's get into it. So as you can see, we already start sketching out the circle. Next we go and draw two lines cutting through the circle, and notice how it's facing off to the right because Anne will be at like a 3/4 angle. Next we could just go ahead and drop in two circles for the eyes. Afterwards we could just grab our selector tool and we could move the eyes over to the left. Then we could go ahead and add in two half circles for the iris, and then two dots for the pupils. Alright guys, and right here by the eyes, we just go and drop in the eyebrows. Afterwards, we could go ahead and drop in the nose, followed by the mouth. Then right here on the left hand side, we could drop in the ears. And right below the ears, we could just follow the circle and just get this curve of the face right here. Next, we could start working on the hair. So right here by the ears on the left hand side, we could start dropping in the sideburns right here. And now coming across, we just go and come across with these finger-like shapes for the bangs covering, Anne forehead right here. And sorry if we're moving a bit fast with this, guys. And now we could start bringing these lines up. And like I said before, notice how it had this finger-like shape as we come across. Alright, so we're coming across to the right hand side. And then we could just end it off right here at the side of the face. Alright, cool. And before we go any further, we just go and grab the liquify tool and we just go and start pulling up the hair. So we're going to stretch it out a little bit more, make it a little bit wider. Alright, awesome, we finished with that. Now we can move on to adding all the details in the hair. So we just go and start off by adding in this leaf. And then as we just speed through this a bit fast, like, we just gonna be putting like some leaves, some little roots like growing out of Anne hair. And guys, you don't have to be super perfect with it. You could put these leaves and roots in random places. You ought to be super accurate. So we're just going in here, like finishing off putting in all these added details to the hair. Alright, cool. So we finished with this. Now we can move on. Okay, so right below the head, we just go and drop in the color. So just coming out here. Alright, so now we can start working on the other side. Alright, cool. So we finished with the color. Now we just go and draw this curving line coming down just like this, and they just like a little guide to see which part the body will be curving off to. Alright, so cool. Now we could start working on the left shoulder. And actually we're going to take a pause from working on the shoulder, and we're going to drop in the chest plate right in front here. Alright, awesome. Now we could head back and we could start finishing off that shoulder sleeve. And then we could drop in the arm coming down right here. And then we could just go back up and end off the finish off that little bit of the shoulder sleeve right there. Okay, so now on the right hand side, we're gonna come out with the right shoulder sleeve. And then we could drop in the arm right here. And notice how it's angling up. And then we could go ahead and just draw in the fist right here. So take your time with drawing in these, the fist, because I know it's gonna take a while. And then after we finish, we could grab the selector tool and we will just resize that fist a bit. Alright, awesome. Okay, so now we could head back under the chest plate right here and we could just add in this metal detail for the waist. So just adding in these little details right here. And then right below that, we could start dropping in the skirt. And while we're putting in the skirt, you can notice how it kind of curving off and slightly upwards to the right. So it kind of like flowing a little bit. Right, take your time with the skirt. Alright, cool. So we finished with the skirt. Okay, so before we move on to actually drawing in the fist on the left hand side, we just go and grab the selector tool and we just go and grab the arm and just adjust it a bit. And now we could just drop in this oval-like shape. And then we could start adding in the details to make up the fist. So we're going in here and just putting in like the fingers closed up. And then we could just erase the guidelines as well. Alright, so next up we could head up, funny enough. Oh god. Alright, so now we could grab the selector tool and we could select the head and we'll just resize it a bit. And right here by the cheek, we also go there and just erase it. And we will just fix it up and kind of like make it a little bit rounder. Alright, awesome. Now below the skirt, we could drop in this noodle shape for Anne's leg. And then we could add in her socks. And right behind that, we could drop in the other leg. And then we could just end it off by putting in the shoes. And take your time with the shoes. Alright, cool. So we finished with that. Now we could just go ahead and grab our selector tool and we could just select Anne's head again and we will just resize it. And next we go and grab the selector tool and select everything and we will just reposition Anne. Alright, nice. And the head still not the size I want it to be, so I'll grab in the selector tool again. My bad guys. And we go and resize it, make it slightly bigger. Still getting used to drawing these characters with bigger heads. Now we could go ahead and grab the liquify tool. And we just go and adjust some stuff right here. So, just going over and, pulling out some areas, adjusting stuff with the liquify. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. We could just head down and select the shoes right here. And move it over. We could go ahead and grab the liquify tool and we could pull down both feet. Then we could select the socks and we will bring it down. And then we could just, sketch back in the leg. That just extend it a bit. Alright, so lastly we could just move up to the face. And we will erase the mouth and the ears. Then we could go back in and draw back in the ears, fix it up. And now we can make the front of the mouth a bit wider. And then we could just fix the hair in the back. Alright guys, so that is it for the sketch. So we're going to kick it into time lapse to do all the inking and we'll be back. Alright guys, so we back after the time lapse, and as you can see, everything looking clean. So now we can move on to adding in all the colors. So while we adding in all the colors, just let me know what you guys think about, Anne Calamity Form. Because while doing my research, I kind of spoiled myself, because I ain't really reached that far in the actual series yet. But you guys could kind of like, let me know what you think about the form, because to me it's really cool. And it kind of remind me of a other character, but I'm not really going to say who that character is. But feel free to comment down below who you think I actually talking about. But yeah, we just go in here and just keep adding in all the colors. And I'm really curious to know about this form, like seeing like some images about it. I just want to know, like, is Anne truly powerful in this form? Or, does she have like a weakness, I should say? Because from the clips I seen, it seemed like at that point she just untouchable. So that's something else you guys could comment down below, how strong you guys think Anne is in this form. But I'm really curious to hear what you guys think. And right here guys, we could just go by the hair and we could just start recoloring the lines. And we just gonna make it, a darker shade of the actual color. So you could see we just going in here recoloring the lines. And also doing that, I guess, for the roots and the leaves of the hair. And with that, bam! There you have it guys, the final illustration. Hope you learned something, hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Alright, see ya.